my good friends, we are back here with some Kingdom Rush Frontiers. What are we on right now? We are on Crimson Valley. And we're going to do the Heroic Challenge. 6 Elite Waves, 1 life total, level 3 max, and we also get to use our hero. This is going to be super duper fun. Let's go and get started here. So what's going on? First of all, you're going to notice there's a lot of rubble in between some of these good tower spots. And also there's a lot of guys coming from random areas. There's a bunch of savages, jungle spiders, as well as more savages. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to plan ahead a little bit. I'm going to use an artillery tower right here. The artillery tower is going to be good versus the stronger spiders that are eventually going to come from over here. I'm pretty much guaranteeing it. And also what we're going to need to do is get a bunch of archer towers as well as mage towers. Just a couple archer towers, a couple mage towers. Just mix them up a little bit. And also you're going to need, of course, you're going to need a couple blocking towers. I think the best spot to put some blocking towers is probably right here and right here. It does take a little while to get everything set up. I completely understand that. If this is a little bit boring, feel free to skip and go ahead and get started with the action here pretty soon. But we have to actually clear pretty much all of these areas and get all of our towers ready, and we can just keep upgrading in the meantime. And I'm just going to get all the way up to a crossbow fort since this is my last tower to attack for any area pretty much everywhere. Also, I'm going to get a low-level archer tower here to help deal with these jungle spiders just a little bit. And we have a lot of guys to help block. I'd actually like to get some of those guys over by the jungle spiders over here instead of just random areas. And then these guys, I want to block everybody, so I kind of want to leave them right in the middle there. And it looks like we're doing okay so far. Everybody's getting blocked like perfectly. And also we can use Ulrich as a major boss staller. Ulrich is not that powerful. He does have a decent attack, but his main power is these 3 guys right here, these 3 tornado guys that can go throughout the entire map basically and do tons and tons of damage to everybody. No, not really. He does a lot of stalling. So because he does all that stalling, it allows all of your towers to do a lot of damage. And that's really what towers are good at. They're good at doing damage, and you need a lot of guys that stall. Anyways, the next level is here, so let's just send this out right away. I'm going to get some extra gold for being able to stall those guys. More crossbow forts for right now. I love crossbow forts, so seeing all these crossbow forts is just making me so freaking happy. In fact, what we can do is get another couple archer towers up in the top here and meteor shower time. We're just going to meteor shower these guys because there's quite a few of them. Even though I do have quite a few guys to help me stall, I feel like that guy is kind of important. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use our reinforcements more on these guys that heal people. Because what happens is if you have the guys that heal people attacking, they can't heal people anymore. So that's pretty darn nice. Magic is almost unnecessary so far as I'm concerned. We probably will have to get some magic a little bit later, but for right now, your best bet is actually just archer towers, for sure. So let's upgrade this archer tower, and we're also going to get another blocker tower. So we're getting quite a few blocker towers here, and that's because I'm kind of worried about spiders and these guys over here as well. Now I can get kind of a lot of archer towers, which are going to be extremely strong. I'm also going to need another archer tower right over here as well. Lots of them. So we've almost completely ran out of spots. That's the only sad part. What do we got coming out? Savages, witch doctors, and more savages. And okay, let's just deal with these guys. Alrighty. Oh man, that was super duper easy and fun. Great. So the witch doctors, yeah, what you have to do is just like I said, just use your reinforcements on them. And what happens is they can't heal people while you're using the reinforcements. At least I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. That was in the first Kingdom Rush, but I could be totally wrong about that. Maybe they can heal everybody now. But it seems like it's for the most part, they don't. So anyways, we have quite a bit of gold right now. Let's make sure we keep up with our upgrades. I tend to forget about my upgrades a lot. I know. If I had perfect micro and I was able to upgrade things at perfect times, I'd be a really good player. Sadly enough, I cannot do that. It's usually just too much stuff to pay attention to it at all times. So anyways, Ulrich is already up to level 10, so he can't get any more experience or anything like that. Ulrich, just leave him kind of right in the middle here. It doesn't really matter exactly where you put him, because guess what? He uses these sand warriors to help. He just pretty much goes everywhere across the map with these sand warriors, and they are the stalling bosses of the game. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some more magic. Why not? We don't have any magic tower so far. And you know what else I should do, guys? I should definitely get my bombard tower. I can only assume that spiders are going to come soon. Big mama spiders are going to come soon. You know what I really don't like about this map is that there's little squirrels running between the little jungle areas. If it was a mountain lion or something, that'd be kind of cool. But they're little baby squirrels, and it makes me think that a guy got through my entire defense. But they didn't. So I did not upgrade any of these guys. I'm just kind of leaving like lots of little weak ones, really. We don't need very strong ones until we get to the stronger guys. And even then, it's almost a waste. I'd rather almost mass quite a few of these weaker guys overall instead of upgrading a lot of these guys to kind of mid-level upgrades. Now, on the other hand, what is nice is if you get the 4th tier upgrade, the Knights upgrade, that can be used pretty darn effectively, actually. So spiders and Spider Matriarch. So this is the point where you want to start using your Bombard Tower over here. Also, a little Archer Tower action as well is definitely helpful. You want to get an Archer Tower and a Bombard Tower together, and you'll be set for these spiders. Now this is the good time when I'm kind of glad that I actually put 2 of these towers over here, and only if they all die is when you want to start getting some more of them. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna say, you know what, screw these guys. I don't feel like dealing with all them all at once, so I'll just rain of fire them. Rain of fire action right there, and we killed all of those guys fantastically. And now it's time. We need to get this 3rd tier upgrade for my artillery. That's going to help out a lot versus these baby spiders. The only sad thing is that it shoots so slow that a lot of times the baby spiders don't actually die from them. It often misses a lot of the baby spiders. The good news is that all my crossbow forts are actually helping out a lot, and the Bombard Tower, even though it's not amazing, is helping out just that little itty bitty bit. So now that these guys are overwhelming us a little bit, we need to get more guys out here. So as soon as you get that single upgrade, you get an extra 3 guys, which is definitely nice. And that being said, helps stall just those random guys that you actually need to stall, so you actually do a lot better. As soon as they run out and completely die, get an upgrade. That's usually how I roll. And Ulrich is, fighting a lot of guys right now. I really wish he got the Sand Warriors up, but he's not. So my Bombard Tower is doing pretty well, but I'd like to actually get the next upgrade, but I can't. I don't want to get a Dwarf right there. A Dwarf right there would not be very effective at all, so instead I'm just going to get 1 crossbow fort over here and send out the next wave. Alright. Massive amounts of crossbow forts, yes, I completely understand. It's pretty simple, guys. Go with massive amounts of crossbow forts. Even these healers and stuff, they will die eventually. The Mage Towers are completely unnecessary so far. You can get quite a few reasonably upgraded Mage Towers. I'm not really going to recommend it too much. So just in case you guys want to know anything about me, my name's Chris. I work at a garden shop right now. I work about 35 to 40 hours a week, so I am pretty busy, and I don't have time to make millions of videos. I'm actually doing a lot of these videos. It's pretty much taking up all of my time making some of these videos. And what we can do is, since it's already wave 5, let's just clear these guys out, and guess what? We're gonna get more Archer Towers. Indeedy. It seems like for the most part the guys that are getting through are coming more from the right side than the left side. So what I can do is I can actually just say, you know what, screw it, I'll just get another Bombard Tower. It's not that the spiders are going to be a huge problem, but spiders, as well as a lot of the random tribal guys that are coming from the right side, can kind of overwhelm me just a little bit. So let's just send out the next wave. I'm actually not too worried. Like I said, the heroic challenge so far is actually pretty easy. The only time I had any sort of trouble whatsoever was when that one guy got a little bit further, like right down over here or so. So anyways, that was not the perfect spot for reinforcements. I understand that, but like I said, I'm really not worried. I have my Rain of Fire. I have everything ready to use whenever I need it. So what we can do is, you know what, let's upgrade this guy, and let's upgrade it all the way to my favorite upgrade for the blocker guys. This is the Knights Templar. I love the Knights Templar as far as barracks go. Usually I'm not a huge fan of barracks. I don't use them all the time. But, see, look at that. I thought that squirrel just ran through right on the bottom there. I totally just thought that, a guy got through, and I got super afraid. I'm super afraid. So what we can do is, this guy is in the range of quite a few towers. Let's just get this upgraded. It's called the Falconeer, and it makes all the towers in its range just a little bit stronger, and give them a little bit more range, basically. Bombard towers and stuff, I can get this upgrade a little bit. And now that's a pretty high upgraded Bombard Tower, and I think this is actually going to be the end right here. We don't even need to use Ulrich or anything. Nope, it's not the end. This is a long freaking wave. I think it's about time to use my Rain of Fire, though. Let's just use it, guys. Right over here on all these spiders. Those guys wouldn't have gotten through anyways. Ulrich is going to be, of course, a boss with all his tornado warriors and sand warriors and stuff. And that looks like it's the end. So 1,000 extra gold to deal with if we needed it, if we had any problems. That's all I got for the heroic challenge. Hopefully this helped you guys out. If it did, please press like. Did let me know in the comments why. If you haven't subbed yet, go ahead and do that. Click that little button right now, and have a great day.